talking about lengths is generally a good place to begin your veil searching process. You start with the very shortest birdcage wedding veil, which is normally something pretty small that kind of just sleeps over the face. Sometimes this will be out of fabric that's a little bit different than traditional wedding veil fabric. It can be out of something called Russian netting, which is a little bit wider. It has wider holes than traditional veiling. And that's just the cute little ones that go over the face.
Like that reminds me of Jackie Kennedy with her pillbox hat and the little wire over just kind of like the eyes and nose, right?
Yes, exactly. Just over eyes and nose. Sometimes it can go as far as the chin, but typically
cute.
They're super sweet. They're good for a casual wedding too. Brides are like, hey, I'm having just a small thing with family and a few friends.
It's very vintage feeling.
Very vintage. Absolutely.
I think SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker, has worn that more than once, just like with one of her ensembles, not wedding related.
Yes. It does not have to be just for a wedding. Typically something that's a little bit more formal. It has a very vintage retro vibe.
Do you attach those to hats, or do you create a lot of that size birdcage?
I do. I've seen them come back into style a little bit more in recent years, where people are really going for that, where I didn't see that as much maybe 5 years ago. So that is kind of coming back into the front lines of wedding veil styles.
Wow. So I'm just curious, like if they're not attached to a hat, or what else are they attached to?
Well, typically, they'll be attached to a comb. So a small little petite comb, something really little that can be crisscrossed with bobby pins and attached in the hair. So that's the traditional way. However, sometimes brides want to attach to a headband.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to attach to a little hat, thinking of the English feeling fascinators. It has that whole vibe where it's like the little pillbox. So those are the traditional ways, but most of them that you see will be attached to a small comb. And and they're great for destination weddings too, because they're so small.
Yes. Or a little getaway. If you're doing a little French, little vintage, little Chanel suit with a little birdcage veil. I love that.